Chapter 1, The Accusation Returned. Lin Mian, you were just inside that bathroom. Homeroom teacher Fang Lihua pointed at me while the school nurse knelt beside an unconscious girl. School beauty Qin Shuyue lay on the tile, her dark hair spread beneath the sinks. Less than 15 minutes earlier, Qin Shuyue had entered the East Wing bathroom. I had followed 2 minutes later and left after a short argument. The corridor camera had seen all of it. The day before, half the senior class had also seen Qin Shuyue and me fighting over the Harbor Light Scholarship nomination. I ranked first academically. Qin Shuyue ranked second, but her presentation had beaten mine. By the time the ambulance doors closed, the school already had a story. I had attacked my rival because I was afraid she would win. In my first life, I did not panic. I went to the principal's office, answered every question, and said, "Check the complete recording." I left after 3 minutes. Homeroom teacher Fang Lihua gave me a sorrowful look. Intelligent students know exactly how much damage they can do in 3 minutes. When Qin Shuyue woke in the hospital, she said she could not remember who attacked her. That should have created uncertainty. Instead, the school treated her silence as an empty space everyone was invited to fill with my name. That evening, Principal Gao Zhen placed a 1-page, temporary cooperation statement before me. It said I understood the school might restrict my attendance while it protected student safety. Homeroom teacher Fang Lihua tapped the signature line and called it routine. I signed because it did not say I was guilty. The next morning, Fang Lihua quoted my signature to the class as proof that I had accepted the seriousness of my involvement. One harmless sentence had become whatever the school needed it to mean. I believed the adults would eventually become tired of guessing and examine the timeline. I went home. I completed my homework. I ignored the parent group messages because reading bad reasoning required unnecessary energy. By Wednesday, a cropped camera clip showed Qin Shuyue entering and me following. My exit had been removed. By Thursday, the school suspended me and paused my scholarship nomination. Homeroom teacher Fang Lihua told my classmates that capable students sometimes broke under pressure. My calm became proof that I lacked remorse. Only then did I start searching. The complete corridor file had already been overwritten. Cleaner He Mijin, who had heard a second argument, stopped answering after someone threatened her shifts. The school archive no longer showed who had opened my scholarship project before 6 pages appeared in Qin Shuyue's presentation. On Friday afternoon, a former camera technician told me an off-site recorder might still contain the missing minutes, but it would be overwritten at 6. Rain struck my face as I rode toward his office. At 5:43, a delivery truck slid through a red light. My last thought was not about the scholarship. It was that I had waited 4 days to protect a name I had spent 18 years earning. Then homeroom teacher Fang Lihua's voice cut through the rain. "Lin Mian, you were just inside that bathroom." I opened my eyes. Qin Shuyue was back on the tile. The school nurse was reaching for her pulse. Classmate Peng Yao had just raised her phone. Classmate Wu Kexin stood near the library doors with my laptop in her arms. The corridor clock read 4:59 on Tuesday. I had returned to the exact moment the accusation began. The attack had already happened. I could not prevent it. I could only prevent everyone from deciding what it meant before the evidence survived. "Wu Kexin," I said, "keep recording the corridor and the clock." Homeroom teacher Fang Lihua frowned. "This is not the time to make a spectacle. You made the accusation in front of 40 people. I opened the school communication portal on my phone. The spectacle arrived before my camera did. I sent Principal Gao Zhen a written request to preserve the East Wing recording from 4:30 until 5:10, the library gate records, and the staff access log. I copied my mother, Chen Lan. Then I called her. "Mom, Qin Shuyue has been hurt," I said. "The school is pointing at me. Come here and ask them not to question me alone." My mother, Chen Lan, did not waste time asking whether I was guilty. "I'm leaving now," she said. "Do not sign anything." Qin Shuyue's father arrived before the ambulance left and demanded a police report. That suited me. Police officer Shen Tao reached the school at 5:20 and ordered the corridor recorder preserved as possible assault evidence. Homeroom teacher, Fang Lihua, tried to move me into an empty classroom. We should settle the basic facts privately, Fang Lihua said. Capable students carry the class through difficult moments. In my first life, that sentence had made me sit down and cooperate. This time, I remained in the open corridor. A student is unconscious, I said. The difficult moment belongs in the official record. Fang Lihua's expression tightened. I sent one more message before handing my phone to Officer Shen Tao. My original river monitoring project, draft history, and field photographs went to my mother and the academic integrity address. Qin Shuyue's presentation contained my work, and the argument about those pages had become my supposed motive. This time, its actual subject would not disappear. Officer Shen Tao asked where I had gone after leaving the bathroom. The library, I said. My card should show 449. Did anyone else enter after you? I looked at Fang Lihua. In my first life, I had learned the answer minutes before I died. The full recording will show that, I said. Please ask the cleaner assigned to this corridor to remain available too. Fang Lihua took one step toward me. Why are you talking as if you planned for this? I met her eyes. Because last time, I trusted the school to preserve the truth. No one understood the sentence, but Fang Lihua went pale anyway. At 6:12, Principal Gao Zhen returned from the security room with a sealed copy of the complete footage. Nothing from the recorder will be deleted, Principal Gao Zhen said. That was my first victory. Small, ordinary, and worth more than every clever speech I had failed to make in my first life. The truth had not cleared me yet. But this time, it would live long enough to be questioned. Chapter 2, The Girl Who Spoke After I Left. The next morning, Police Officer Shen Tao played the complete corridor recording in Principal Gao Zhen's office. School beauty Qin Shuyue entered the bathroom at 4:42. I entered at 4:44. I left at 4:47 with empty hands. At 4:49, the library scanner recorded my student card. Classmate Wu Kexin appeared beside me on the library camera, still carrying my laptop. At 4:51, homeroom teacher Fang Lihua entered the bathroom. At 4:59, the school nurse arrived. Principal Gao Zhen watched the sequence twice. This proves Lin Mian left, but Qin Shuyue could have been injured before then. She wasn't, Officer Shen Tao said. Qin Shuyue's phone had been collected with her belongings at the hospital. At 4:48, 1 minute after I left, she sent Fang Lihua a voice message through the school communication application. The copy had been deleted from the phone, but the account still showed its send time, recipient, and audio on the platform. Officer Shen Tao pressed play. Water ran behind Qin Shuyue's voice. Lin Mian left. She refuses to withdraw the plagiarism complaint. Come here and explain why you gave me her files. If I lose the nomination, I am not taking the blame alone. The room became very quiet. The message did not identify the attacker. It did establish 3 facts. Qin Shuyue was conscious after I left, our argument concerned copied work, and Fang Lihua had been summoned to the bathroom. Homeroom teacher, Fang Lihua recovered first. Lin Mian could have forced her to record that. I looked at the screen. After forcing her, did I also teleport to the library while Qin Shuyue waited 1 minute to send it? You could have scheduled the message. Officer Shen Tao shook his head. The application recorded the audio at 4:48. We are preserving the platform record, but no one should claim it proves more than it does. Fang Lihua seized on the limitation. Exactly. Lin Mian might have grabbed Qin Shuyue's wrist or pushed her before leaving. A conscious person can collapse later. My mother, Chen Lan, leaned forward. Then, why did you enter 4 minutes after my daughter left? Qin Shuyue asked me to come. And what did you find? Fang Lihua's gaze shifted toward Principal Gao Zhen, a frightened student on the floor. I checked her condition and called for help. 8 minutes later, I said. Principal Gao Zhen raised a hand. We will examine that separately. The school could not declare who attacked Qin Shuyue. It could decide whether there was enough information to punish me immediately. By noon, Principal Gao Zhen issued an interim decision. No suspension, no disciplinary entry, and no change to the Harbor Light nomination until the safety review was complete. In my first life, I had lost those protections by waiting. This time, the evidence earned them within a day. Then publish the complete sequence, my mother, Chen Lan, said. Your students are already circulating the first half. Principal Gao Zhen shook his head. Qin Shuyue is a minor and a victim. We cannot release medical or investigative material. You do not need to release her records, I said. State that I left, that she communicated afterward, and that another adult entered later. Homeroom teacher Fang Lihua immediately objected. That would invite speculation against staff before the investigation ends. I looked at her. Speculation against a student was acceptable before it began. Principal Gao Zhen issued a neutral notice saying only that the matter remained under review. It protected the school from committing to a false conclusion. It did nothing to correct the conclusion already spreading outside the room. Homeroom teacher Fang Lihua lost her first route, so she changed the battlefield. At 2:15, classmate Peng Yao uploaded a 14-second video to the senior parent group. It showed Qin Shuyue entering the bathroom, me following, and our argument from the previous afternoon. My exit, the library record, Fang Lihua's entrance, and Qin Shuyue's voice message were missing. The caption read, Top student attacks scholarship rival. Parents forwarded it to local accounts before the school could remove it. My expression in the corridor became a public puzzle everyone believed they could solve. She looks too calm. She archived her project on the same day. That sounds planned. Only a guilty person prepares an alibi that carefully. In the classroom, classmate Tang Rui blocked my path with 3 other students behind him. Qin Shuyue cannot speak for herself, Tang Rui said. Posting technical excuses while she is hospitalized is disgusting. Which excuse? I asked. The library scan. Does the clip show me leaving? Tang Rui hesitated. That is not the point. Does it show Fang Lihua entering? You always twist questions. No, I finished them. Tang Rui moved aside, but the students behind him did not look convinced. Facts could stop a punishment faster than they stopped a feeling. Classmate Tang Rui, who usually defended Qin Shuyue, wrote that the camera was more trustworthy than friendship. Classmate Luo Chen saved both the cropped clip and the complete sequence. Classmate Peng Yao added a slow-motion close-up of my face. Classmate Wu Kexin confronted her beside the vending machines. I was with Lin Mian at the library, Wu Kexin said. Why did you cut that out? Peng Yao hugged her phone to her chest. I posted what someone sent me. Who sent it? Why does that matter if the clip is real? I answered from behind Wu Kexin, because partial truth needs an editor. Peng Yao's eyes flickered toward the teacher's office. That reaction was not proof, but it told me where the public attack had begun. Principal Gao Zhen ordered students to stop posting. The instruction accomplished what such instructions usually accomplished. Everyone took screenshots before pretending to comply. At home, my mother, Chen Lan, placed a bowl of noodles beside my laptop. Does the clip frighten you? She asked. No, the comments are repetitive. That was not my question. I stopped scrolling. In my first life, I had protected myself from fear by calling everything tiresome. It was easier to say I disliked wasted energy than admit I cared what people believed. Yes, I said, it frightens me. My mother nodded as if that answer required no repair. Then, eat before you investigate. The complete camera sequence had answered when I left. Qin Shuyue's message had answered whether she was conscious afterward. Neither answered what happened during Fang Lihua's 8 minutes. I opened a new page and wrote only what remained uncertain. Why did Fang Lihua call Qin Shuyue's father before she called the nurse? Chapter 3, The Rescuer's 8 minutes. Police officer Shen Tao obtained homeroom teacher Fang Lihua's call record Wednesday morning. Fang Lihua entered the bathroom at 4:51. At 4:53, she called Qin Shuyue's father. The call lasted 96 seconds. She did not call the school nurse until 4:58. 5 of the missing 8 minutes now had a shape. Fang Lihua called it responsible communication. My mother, Chen Lan, called it choosing the donor before the injured child. Qin Shuyue's father had promised Yunju No. 7 High School a new multimedia classroom if his daughter became its Harbor Light nominee. The donation could not guarantee the regional scholarship, but it gave Fang Lihua a reason to protect Qin Shuyue's application and her own role in it. I still needed to connect that motive to what happened in the bathroom. In my first life, cleaner He Mian had tried to speak only after the cropped clip spread. By then, Fang Lihua controlled her shifts, and the school had already chosen its story. This time, police officer Shen Tao and I found cleaner He Mian behind the gym before her Wednesday shift ended. He Mian gripped her mop handle. I told the school I saw nothing. I am not asking what you saw, I said. What did you hear after I left? He Mian glanced toward the administration building. Temporary workers should not enter student disputes. Officer Shen Tao showed his identification. This is an assault inquiry. Your school shifts are not controlled by this statement. He Mian's shoulders lowered slightly. Teacher Fang Lihua changed my weekend hours last month because I reported a broken lock, He Mian said. If she returns, she can say there is no work for me. In my first life, everyone had called He Mian unreliable while relying on Fang Lihua's word as if employment status determined hearing. This time, Officer Shen Tao recorded the concern before asking another question, and Principal Gao Zhen later confirmed in writing that her shifts could not be altered in retaliation for cooperating. It did not make He Mian fearless. It made speaking possible without demanding that she gamble her rent on my innocence. I heard a younger girl say, "You gave it to me." Then an adult woman said, "If that message leaves your phone, both of us are finished." Something hit a partition. After that, it became quiet. Did you recognize the adult voice? Officer Shen Tao asked. He Mian nodded. Teacher Fang Lihua speaks at every cleaning meeting. The statement did not prove who pushed Qin Shuyue. He Mian had been outside and had not seen the physical contact. It did prove Fang Lihua's rescue story omitted an argument. The school archive supplied the motive that afternoon. Because I had submitted my original drafts and requested preservation at the moment of rebirth, the technology administrator retained the access history. 3 weeks earlier, Fang Lihua's account had opened my private river monitoring project, downloaded 6 attachments, and uploaded renamed copies to Qin Shuyue's scholarship folder. The archive did not prove an assault. It answered a narrower question that mattered just as much. Fang Lihua had lied when she said she knew nothing about the copied material. Her lie supplied a reason to fear Qin Shuyue's voice message. Principal Gao Zhen called us into his office. This was not another meeting about whether I looked guilty. It was a confrontation over an action the school itself controlled: misuse of student files. Fang Lihua placed both hands on the desk. Student projects are school resources. Show me that policy, I said. Qin Shuyue represented the entire class. Capable students carry the class instead of guarding every advantage. Then why remove my name? Fang Lihua looked at Principal Gao Zhen. Lin Mian has always been difficult. She treats cooperation as theft. Principal Gao Zhen turned the archive report around. Your account did not mark the material as shared. It copied the attachments into another student's submission. A clerical mistake. Principal Gao Zhen opened another document. Qin Shuyue's father emailed you the following morning. He wrote that a successful Harbor Light nomination would demonstrate the school deserved his multimedia classroom donation. You forwarded that message to the deputy principal with the words, "This may help my promotion review." Fang Lihua's jaw tightened. The entire class would have benefited from that room. Then the entire class should have been named as authors, I said. You named only Qin Shuyue. Was calling Qin Shuyue's father before the nurse another clerical mistake? I asked. Fang Lihua's composure cracked. I was trying to save 2 students' futures while you counted minutes. Qin Shuyue was unconscious. Which future did the first phone call save? Fang Lihua stopped speaking. Principal Gao Zhen removed Fang Lihua from the scholarship process, suspended her access to student files, and placed her on leave while the school examined the delayed emergency report. The police investigation remained separate. The school could discipline file misuse and safety failures. It could not declare an assault solved. That distinction mattered. My second victory restored my authorship and removed Fang Lihua's institutional access. It also made her more dangerous. She could no longer control records, so she needed a person willing to control the story for her. As Fang Lihua left the office, she passed close enough for only me to hear. "You think records make people love you," she whispered. "No," I said, "they make lying more expensive." Fang Lihua smiled without warmth. "Qin Shuyue does not need a file to remember your hand." At the time, I thought it was another threat. I did not yet understand that Fang Lihua was telling me exactly which route she planned to use next. At 3:17 Wednesday afternoon, school beauty Qin Shuyue woke fully. At first, Qin Shuyue said only, "I don't remember who hurt me." Homeroom teacher Fang Lihua was officially barred from visiting, but Qin Shuyue's father remained beside the bed. He knew the COPID project could destroy the nomination he had already celebrated among the alumni. At 4, an anonymous account accused cleaner He Mian of accepting money from my family. Classmate Peng Yao shared it. Classmate Tang Rui deleted his earlier accusation, but said he was waiting for Qin Shuyue's memory. Classmate Luo Chen posted the complete footage with a red circle around Fang Lihua's entrance. The class no longer moved as one crowd. At 6:30, Qin Shuyue released a new statement. "My memory remains incomplete. I now recall Lin Mian holding my wrist and saying she would not let me take what belonged to her. Please do not attack Lin Mian online. I only want the truth." The false kindness made the accusation spread faster. My archived project now looked like an obsession. My preservation requests looked like preparation. Even the library scan became proof that I had constructed an alibi. Fang Lihua had lost the camera, the school files, and her official position. So she borrowed Qin Shuyue's memory. Chapter 4, The Memory She Chose. By Thursday morning, school beauty Qin Shuyue's statement had reached every senior parent and several local accounts. Classmate Peng Yao posted a close-up of my hands. Classmate Tang Rui admitted that the 8-minute gap troubled him, but said a victim's memory mattered more. Classmate Luo Chen attached Qin Shuyue's first voice message beneath her new statement and asked why she had sounded uninjured after I left. The disagreement did not protect me from the cost. When I entered class, Peng Yao placed a printed copy of Qin Shuyue's statement on my desk. "She asked people not to attack you," Peng Yao said. "Even after what you did, she is protecting you." Classmate Luo Chen raised his phone. The statement was posted from her father's account, not hers. "Her father is helping an injured daughter," Peng Yao snapped. Classmate Tang Rui stood between them. "Stop turning this into content." "You reposted the cropped video yesterday," Luo Chen said. Tang Rui's face darkened. "I deleted it." "Deletion is not correction," Wu Kexin said from the doorway. The room divided in visible lines. Some students moved toward Peng Yao, others looked at the printed statement, then at the empty teacher's desk. No one apologized to me. They had simply stopped agreeing on which version required the least courage. Yunju No. 7 High School paused its Harbor Light nomination until a safeguarding review on Friday morning. The external deadline was Friday at 6. If the school could not determine whether my disciplinary record remained clear, it would submit no candidate. I had prevented an immediate suspension, yet the adapted lie was now consuming the same opportunity one day at a time. My mother, Chen Lan, read the pause notice twice at our kitchen table. "Even if they clear you tomorrow, you lost a week of preparation," she said. 4 days. "You did not sleep last night, count that too." She was right. Evidence could restore a status, but it could not return attention already burned on survival. The lie did not need to win permanently to injure me. It only needed to occupy every hour before the deadline. At noon, Qin Shuyue's mother asked my mother, Chen Lan, and me to meet in the hospital family room. Qin Shuyue sat beside the window in a wheelchair, a small bandage hidden beneath her hair. Her mother placed a printed agreement on the table. If I withdrew the plagiarism complaint and apologized for excessive confrontation, Qin Shuyue's family would tell the school that her fragmentary memory might be unreliable. My mother read the first page and pushed it back. "You are offering not to punish my daughter for something she did not do." "We are offering peace," Qin Shuyue's mother said. "Peace normally asks the liar to stop lying." Qin Shuyue finally looked at me. "You are first in every examination. you can recover from one lost nomination. The regional foundation chooses among dozens of schools, I said. Neither of us owns the scholarship. Then why destroy everything over 6 pages? Why risk everything to keep them? Qin Shuyue's fingers tightened on the blanket. I pointed to the agreement. You said you remembered my hand. Now your family says that memory can change if I protect Fang Lihua. Which part depends on my signature? Qin Shuyue looked toward her mother before answering. Withdraw teacher Fang Lihua's name from your complaint, she said. I can tell the school I am no longer certain. What did Fang Lihua promise you? You don't know what you're talking about. Qin Shuyue's mother reached for the agreement, but Qin Shuyue kept one hand on it. Teacher Fang Lihua said the file transfer could still be called an administrative error, Qin Shuyue said. If you stop making everything criminal, the school can protect all of us. I never called the plagiarism a crime, I said. You are the one connecting it to the bathroom. Qin Shuyue released the paper as if it had burned her. It was not a confession. It was a bargain built around someone Qin Shuyue believed she still needed. I stood, then bring the same memory to the review tomorrow. We left the agreement unsigned. At the library, classmate Wu Kexin found me staring at an unread page. Can I tell you something ugly? Wu Kexin asked. Those are usually more useful than kind things. When Qin Shuyue said she remembered your hand, I doubted you for 10 minutes. The admission hurt more than Peng Yao's posts. What changed your mind? Nothing dramatic. I watched the full sequence again. You left. Qin Shuyue spoke. Fang Lihua entered. Everyone keeps asking what you did in 3 minutes while refusing to ask what Fang Lihua did in 8. Doubt is not betrayal, I said. Letting someone else choose which questions you may ask is. Wu Kexin nodded, but the 10 minutes did not disappear. Trust could survive a crack without pretending the surface was untouched. At 7, homeroom teacher Fang Lihua posted a public letter. She called herself an educator betrayed by ambitious students. She claimed Qin Shuyue had obtained my project independently and that Fang Lihua merely failed to notice the copied sections. She called cleaner He Mijan confused. She described me as cold, calculating, and determined to ruin anyone between me and the nomination. Then Fang Lihua made her most important mistake. Qin Shuyue must accept responsibility for whatever academic choices she made, the letter said. A teacher cannot monitor every sentence a student steals. Fang Lihua had promised Qin Shuyue that silence would protect them both. Now, she was preparing to survive by making Qin Shuyue the lone plagiarist. The comments changed direction. Classmate Peng Yao deleted her praise of Fang Lihua, but left her accusations against me. Classmate Tang Rui asked why Fang Lihua had copied the files if Qin Shuyue acted alone. Classmate Luo Chen placed the public letter beside the archive history and titled the post, Someone is lying about the blue folder. At 9:04, Qin Shuyue deleted the statement about my hand. At 9:07, Principal Gao Zhen received a message from her account. I will attend tomorrow's review. Do not let teacher Fang Lihua leave before I arrive. My mother, Chen Lan, read the screenshot over my shoulder. Is she finally going to tell the truth? She is finally afraid of the person she protected, I said. That was not the same thing. But fear had opened a door that loyalty, guilt, and fairness could not. For the first time since my rebirth, the central question was no longer whether I could prove I had left the bathroom. It was what Qin Shuyue had seen after I was gone. Chapter 5, Why Did You Wait? Friday's safeguarding review began at 9 in Yunju No. 7 High School's conference room. The school had 3 legitimate decisions to make: whether my disciplinary record remained clear, whether Fang Lihua could return to duty, and whether a valid Harbor Light nomination could be submitted before 6. Police officer Shen Tao attended only for the assault timeline and any new witness statement. Principal Gao Zhen sat at the head of the table. My mother, Chen Lan, sat beside me. Homeroom teacher Fang Lihua arrived carrying the blue scholarship folder. School beauty Qin Shuyue had not yet appeared. Fang Lihua looked at the empty chair and recovered her confidence. The victim's last statement identified Lin Mian, Fang Lihua said. A frightened child deleting a social media post does not erase her memory. You called her a thief last night, I said. Because Qin Shuyue copied your work, that has nothing to do with who attacked her. The separation was clever. Fang Lihua wanted the school to believe Qin Shuyue had plagiarized alone, I had committed the violence, and Fang Lihua had merely made an innocent emergency mistake between them. Principal Gao Zhen began with the complete timeline, but I stopped him after the first screen. Everyone here knows when I left, I said. I have only 3 questions for teacher Fang Lihua. Fang Lihua folded her arms. This is not your courtroom. Good, then you can answer without performing for a judge. I placed Qin Shuyue's post-exit message transcript beside the blue folder. First, Qin Shuyue summoned you because you gave her my files. Why did you tell the school our argument was only about jealousy? I wanted to protect both students from an academic misunderstanding. I placed Fang Lihua's call record beside it. Second, after entering the bathroom, why did you call Qin Shuyue's father before the nurse? He was her emergency contact. The nurse was 30 meters away. Fang Lihua's voice rose. I was managing a crisis. Third, what happened during the 8 minutes you called a rescue? Fang Lihua struck the table. I found Qin Shuyue on the floor because Lin Mian had hurt her. I checked her breathing. I tried to wake her. Everything else is noise created by a student who cannot accept losing. The conference room door opened. Qin Shuyue entered with her parents and sat in the empty chair. Her face was pale, but her voice was steady. Then why did you delete my message? Fang Lihua turned slowly. Qin Shuyue, you are confused. Police officer Shen Tao placed Qin Shuyue's preserved phone record on the table. The message was deleted locally at 4:56. That does not identify the person who pressed the screen, but it occurred while Fang Lihua was the only other person shown inside. Fang Lihua recovered quickly. Qin Shuyue could have deleted it herself. She was terrified because she had stolen Lin Mian's work. Qin Shuyue stared at her. Fang Lihua continued, choosing survival over the girl who had protected her. The archive proves Qin Shuyue possessed the files. Her father pressured the school. I tried to prevent 2 competitive students from destroying each other. If Qin Shuyue now invents another memory, it is because she wants to save her nomination. Silence spread around the table. Qin Shuyue looked at her father, her mother, the blue folder, and finally Fang Lihua. There was no class group waiting to praise her kindness. No cropped clip could choose the order of events. Fang Lihua had just called her a thief and a liar in the same breath. I remember everything, Qin Shuyue said. Her father stood. Shuyue. Sit down, Qin Shuyue said. You told me silence would save the nomination. It only saved teacher Fang Lihua. Qin Shuyue faced Officer Shen Tao. After I left the bathroom, Qin Shuyue sent the voice message. Fang Lihua entered and saw the open chat. She called Qin Shuyue's father, who told her to prevent the plagiarism complaint from spreading. Fang Lihua demanded the phone and tried to erase the message. Qin Shuyue threatened to reveal who had supplied the files. Fang Lihua grabbed her wrist. Qin Shuyue pulled away. Fang Lihua shoved her into the partition. When Qin Shuyue briefly opened her eyes, Fang Lihua was holding her phone. She said Lin Mian had been there, Qin Shuyue whispered. She said if I claimed not to remember, everyone would decide the rest themselves. Fang Lihua stood so abruptly that her chair fell backward. She is lying to protect herself. That is what you taught me to do, Qin Shuyue said. The sentence landed harder than shouting. Officer Shen Tao asked Qin Shuyue to replace her earlier statement formally. Her account did not magically end the police investigation. It aligned with the message deletion, cleaner He Mijan's statement, the call sequence, Fang Lihua's access to my files, and the 8-minute delay. For the school's decisions, it was enough to end the claim against me. Principal Gao Zhen cleared my disciplinary record and continued Fang Lihua's suspension, pending the police investigation and employment process. The school corrected its public notice using the complete timeline and admitted that a staff member's claim had been treated as fact too early. Fang Lihua tried one last time as Officer Shen Tao escorted her out. Lin Mian, you destroyed a teacher, a classmate, and the school's reputation over 6 pages. I looked at the blue folder she had left behind. You attacked a student and used my name as the bandage, I said. Carry your own choices. The reactions did not arrive together. Classmate Peng Yao deleted her posts and sent an apology blaming my calm expression. I did not answer. Classmate Tang Rui attached the correction beneath every accusation he had shared. Classmate Luo Chen preserved the full sequence so the edited clip could not quietly become truth again. Classmate Wu Kexin stood beside me when I returned to class. I saved only the necessary screenshots, Wu Kexin said. You are learning to conserve energy. From an exhausting teacher. We laughed, though her 10 minutes of doubt remained part of our friendship. Qin Shuyue withdrew from the Harbor Light nomination and accepted the school's authorship consequences for the copied submission and false statement. The nomination did not automatically become mine. Yunju number 7 compared every eligible candidate again. At 5:32 Friday afternoon, the school submitted my original project. 6 weeks later, the regional foundation selected winners from 31 schools. I won after the external interview, not because Qin Shuyue fell, but because the river data and work were mine. On my first day at university, I placed the scholarship letter inside my own desk. Then I turned off the location sharing I had activated in fear during the investigation. In my first life, I waited 4 days before spending energy on my own name. This time, I began at 4:59. Some effort was wasteful. Choosing myself was not.